Hello, my fellow exterminators. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 7 of Stellaris Nemesis, which originally aired live on Twitch. So at retrograde motion and at Solinopsis, we now exploit the exotic gases. So if you take a look up here, I'm using 2 exotic gases per month to fuel my research segment, but I gain 2 per month because... Actually, where are my exotic gases coming from? We have 2 from stations, 2 from deposits. Oh, okay. So there's deposits here. Yeah, the arcane generator generates exotic gas per month. So we have a net of 2. We do have the research going on for us to get moat harvesting traps. So this constructor here is going to go down to Bernie for the moat harvesting traps. And let's name these systems after you guys now that I have them. That is a heck of a name. So Bernie is now going to be moist pineapple pizza. Let's do that again. JD, you are going to be this system. And I think Gribbon was another one that needed one. Pullmatbot names something after himself or itself again. Fine. We have 2 Pullmatbots. I think Airplade and Kasora also need names. So Nibbles. Full knowing that you already have stuff named after you. And Aldemia. Whole lot of names. Is that everything? Lingol? Lingol seems... Oh no, that's not everything. Cerulean Spider gets to be a system that doesn't die like a scientist. And then Sapphire and the other one will be Carter. And another Lucid. Double Lucid. Oh, here's another one. Rookba. Will be another Sylvanti.
Research project concluded.
And that will be the last of the precursors, so I'm about to unlock something pretty significant. And there, the Erasian Homeworld has been located, called Eras. It's off of Pullmatbot. And I'm going to send my assisting researcher out there. As you can see, it is actually sort of contested with Bosch Pochtux. So,
new technology.
It's not ideal. Alright, Fangface, you go here, or rather this constructor go there, and then we'll try to get a RAS before they do. It's very strange for it to be contested like that, but it is, and well, I'm going to have to deal with that. We are about to lock down an L-gate system, though, so that's very cool. And we finished... What research did we get? Moat. Yeah, we got the moat harvesting traps, so let's see. You all wanted me to get laser tech, so I'm going to unlock blue lasers. So lasers and exotics will be our weapons of choice. We'll finish up all the anomaly research that I've left. And let's see. Honorisu, let's level you up with a better capital. And you're the only planet that needed development. Actually, no, Lucid, you require development as well. You're going to build a housing district and build one here at Pancake Hammers as well. Delthan and Snake, thanks for the follows, by the way. Uh-oh. No one got hurt, but that anomaly was a bust. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that doesn't already know, but the L-Gate is something that's going to be pretty important for us to possess. Next up, societal research. So interstellar fleet traditions would allow us to get better anchorages to support a larger fleet, but autonomous agents would be really good in that it gives us additional monthly influence, and influence is going to be a pretty important resource for us. But then there's also the energy siphon, and you wanted exotic weapons, and this is a pretty exotic weapon as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to go with the exotic weapons. Normally, I would not make that choice. It's a poor tactical choice, but given that you want exotic weapons to be used, that's why I picked it. Whatever happened to that? Oh yeah, here's the colony ship that probably has been sitting there forever. And we'll get Jazium Prime. So I'm obviously going wide, not tall. The concepts of wide and tall... Oh boy, here we go. So the concepts of wide and tall. Wide is to grab as much territory as you can, growing as big as you can, trying to deal with the admin sprawl, the Empire sprawl. Tall would be to heavily invest in a smaller territory and to get really, really, really strong. So wide would be like the Mongolian Empire in the height of the Khan, and tall would be like, you know, Japan or Germany, who didn't control a lot of physical territory during World War II, but had a lot of military. It's probably, or Great Britain, who controlled a huge amount of the world with a very small country. That would be kind of a rough approximation. Really rough, mind you.
System surveyed.
All right, looks to me like this jerkwad here is surveying Erasia. So if I have to fight the Botch Pochtux for Erasia, I will, obviously. Kadath, let's get you down here, research these projects.
Construction online.
And my fleets are going to go mess with that. Whoa! That is a lot of research.
Construction online.
Hey, Pancake. Thanks for the gifted sub.
We have conquered another world.
Turtle Sandwich just got colonized. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear lord. Okay, that's a problem. So there's an asteroid that's like gonna hit Sky Collective Prime, and I totally overlooked it. And I don't think I have enough time to deal with it, but I'll try. So we're gonna send this constructor out here. Yeah, it's a bit of an oops. It happens. We'll just build more robots. Alright, so here is... Whoa, wait up.
Discovered.
Blue lasers are now done. Disruptors would be what I would consider exotic. It's technically an energy weapon, but it's a non-standard energy weapon, so we're gonna research disruptors. Which means, if I'm doing disruptors, I'm actually going to repurpose the energy siphon, not do that, and instead, I'm gonna go with the autonomous agents. Alright, Prime, see if you can't help Sky Collective.
Detected.
Dennis Keith, gifting out so many gifted subs. Thank you, Dennis. Woo! So everybody that just got a sub gifted out to you, one of the things that you can do as a benefit of that gift is to have stuff named after you. Eventually, it was going to open up to just all viewers anyway. But if you type something in the general chat now, that will put you eligible to have some sort of namesake. So, thank you, Dennis, and welcome. Ooh, lethargic. Daedora becoming a lethargic admiral. I don't like that, not at all. I don't think there's actually much for my fleets to do other than to build up and sit at a umbilicals. Uh-oh. Okay, so I did indeed not get to Sky Collective in time, and it impacted Sky Collective and probably killed some pop. And there's now an impact crater that I have to clear out. So I'll clear out the impact crater, which is unfortunate. So you go merge with the Dora, and then the ship I was making at Dora, don't bother. The next thing I'm going to do is start to design destroyers that I can use. Hold on, you hold up. Survey and research. So we'll get the destroyers out. And Winter Blast, thanks for the sub. And you also just kicked off a hype train. So thank you for that as well. There's a strange asteroid at Aras that can be an archaeology site. And then there's also an archaeology site at Sky Collective. Do I have an archaeologist? I don't. Let me see if I can't hire one. Anomaly research speed. Survey. Meticulous. No, I'm not going to be able to get an archaeologist. Let me sell a bunch of minerals in bulk and just try a little bit more to get an archaeologist. I would like one, but like, it's not worth me destroying my money, which I'm doing anyway. There we go. There's an archaeologist. So now with this archaeologist, let's roll out a new science ship so we can start to run the archaeology that we have available to us. And may the 4th be with you too, Trustin. JD, Sky Collective, Dennis, thanks for the gifted bits. And Pancake Hammers for the sub. And we'll go into full celebratory color mode. It's like I'm flashing a lightsaber around, right? Or a few of them. My governors are really terrible. Both of them now have rigid programming, which means they level up slower. I cannot, for the life of me, get good governors, it seems. Just not something I'm going to be able to do. Or at least not governors that, like, break down and level slow. I think my alert noises are, like, delayed. Because I'm definitely not really hearing the alerts in real time. But Phoenix, thanks for the bits as well. Getting the hype train going. So, we will be able to declare war on the Kreshk in about 5 years. It's not very long. Sounds long, but it's not very long. Yeah, now I hear all the alert noises. There's some fierce latency for whatever reason. Oh, shield. Shield, buddy. That's some additional hype. You and Dennis really gifted out a whole lot of subs. Thank you, Shield. Okay, new tradition. We have got the hall templates again, which is that I build more cheaply and faster, or we got overwhelming force, which is fire rate and bombardment. So pick between those two. And let's see about... Ooh, yes. So now Yoda Prime can upgrade to a planetary processor, a bigger capital building, which is pretty awesome. And Dark Mastery here, I'm going to add another uplift node so that we can support our Empire sprawl. We are really, really, really sprawling, as I'm sure you can see. All right, all my fleets are going to go back to Yoda net. You know what? Actually, Pancake Hammers is going to be my FOB, my forward operating base. So let's get Pancake Hammers set up as a FOB. Do a shipyard and a solar panel, I guess. I don't really know about that last one. Let's orbit it so that we save a little bit of money. And I'm going to soon roll out some destroyers. So you decided to go hull templates, which is great because I'm about to build some ships. So that's the tradition we'll pick up. Let me investigate. Okay, we're all good. So let's design some destroyers. You wanted, well, it might be worth me designing the destroyers once I unlock disruptor tech, so that I can add disruptors to it without having to refit the ship. Kadath. You're going to go down here. Good evening. Nimad. Welcome. Hey, Yoda, you want to say hi? Hey, buddy. So, Turtle Sandwich has finally surveyed all of the anomalies that were out here. At this point, I'm going to send Turtle Sandwich to excavate the site at Sky Collective. And we have new alien contacts now. The Beth aliens. Weird. I wonder if they're related to the Rick aliens. Actually, Turtle Sandwich, scratch that. Go to Yoda and help assist research at Yoda Prime. And Sky Collective, thanks for the gifted sub. And Danny, thanks for the follow. Ooh, I missed a hydrate, didn't I? Here, proof that I'm hydrating. Don't turn back.
System charted.
I want you right there. Yeah, front and center. Let me quickly survey the Empire to make sure I am not missing any resources, and I don't think I am. So let's continue to expand southbound. Yoda, dude. Here, I'll just spin it. There. Your daily dose of Yoda. No matter how much I spin him, he always turns away from you all. I need to like dangle a carrot in front of him or something. Ooh, so I believe the Beth aliens are the Caravanneers, and Cerulean Spider and Sky Collective and Lucid with more bits and gifted out subs. This is just, you guys are on a roll. Let's hope I earn it. Let's hope I deserve it. So here we go. The Kundan Freeholders, which are these guys, are demanding tribute lest they raid us. So, do we pay their tribute? And so that you have an informed decision here. Lucid, thanks for more bits. We likely can't take them on, but I don't mind trying. That's the informed decision. So, I can say, hey, here, I mean, they're asking for 1,000 energy credits or minerals, which I have 7,000 of. So I can afford to pay them off. The thing is, they have fleets in the 10k range, and I have fleets in the 1k range, so they're about 10 times stronger than I am. For now, this will change. Wow, everybody's like, pay them. All right, so the Beth aliens, we got some more insights. And all right, we'll pay them minerals. Thanks for voting. It was such a runaway, I closed it early.
Construction online.
All right, so the Beth aliens are the Racket aliens. They're the Caravaneers. And what the Caravaneers are, they're kind of hard to explain. But basically, they're an NPC that just offers you kind of like weird and random benefits. And I'm going to take this deal that allows me to pay a little bit of influence to get more energy credits out of my technicians. So if we take a look at my
New technology discovered.
money, as you can see, it went up from plus 20 per month to plus 34 per month, which is nice. We just unlocked Starhold, which allows us to have larger shipyards and anchorages and all that. Next up, let's go straight to, well, I'll have you all vote. What next? Tech. So there is plasteel armor, which is stronger armor. There is alloy mega forges, which allows us to make more alloys from our forges. There is the zero-G refineries, which gives more mining output for the stations. And Yoda finally turned away. And then there's cruiser tech, which would give us cruisers and then also increase our fleet size. And then crystal infused plating, which allows you to have in a special utility slot more hull points. So I'll let you all vote on that. Well, I manage these.
Construction online.
So Otarisu, it looks to me like you are gonna need more employment. There we go.
Debris scanned.
I'll leave that up for like one more minute, so I don't have idle tech going on. And let's capture IRAS and research the IRAS anomaly. So we're going to claim IRAS for ourselves. IRAS also comes paired with a bunch of exotic gases, which is pretty cool. It's not my favorite precursor, but it's, you know, all of them are decent. There's a Arctic world that I'm the MVP that I could colonize, and I don't know why I didn't set a colony ship up already for it. So let's get one out. And at Yoda, I'm going to increase to Starhold. I'm increasing the size of the Yoda shipyard now.
Research project concluded.
So the Erasian Homeworld. Erasia, the former homeworld of the Erasian Concordat. Someone has relatively recently, within the last 2,000 years, gone through the trouble of systematically bombarding every single square meter of the moon's surface from orbit, possibly a misguided attempt to keep the Javorian pox from resurfacing. Despite this, the surface is covered in fossilized remains of billions of Erasians who succumbed to the plague in the final years of their empire. By the time it is spread to their homeworld, most of their worlds in the Erasian Concordat had already fallen, and their alien vassals were in open revolt. Judging by ancient satellite logs recovered from orbit, the mood among the population on Erasian Homeworld was largely resigned by this point. The widespread panic that accompanied the first outbreaks of the pox on the colonies was largely absent, as most had come to accept the fact that the end was drawing near. So I found Javorian pox sample as a relic. I got 30 minor artifacts. I got 5,000 unity. I got 3,000 physics. I got 2,000 minerals. And then I got a minor artifact action unlock secrets of the Erasians. Let me pause a second. So here is the Javorian pox sample. Passively, it gives all of my leaders plus 20 lifespan, which is very strange considering I'm a robot. So that makes about that much sense. And then if I activate it, it enables the Pox orbital bombardment stance, which I bombard planets with the Javorian Pox. Pretty brutal. So the secrets of the Erasians is over here, and I'm going to activate that. I have 99 minor artifacts, so I'm going to use 50 of them to activate the secrets. And special project unlocked. Our scientists have begun a special project to study the deeper secrets of the precursors. And let's start that. It will be a 44-month societal research project. And I feel like the music got louder. Just this song specifically. You know what? Skip that song. All right. So now at Erasia, let's well, we're setting it up now. So Kiev, what am I going to do with you? Ooh. Dang, Kreshk. They grabbed this system out from under me. Well, they're not going to be able to keep it very long. I can assure you that. That is a very snake move. So let's take a look at where my scientists could go. One way to do that is to see if any of them are producing science other than my homeworld, and they're not. I think Sky Collective is most likely to produce science, so I'm going to send Kiev to Sky Collective to assist research there. And then this scientist is the archaeologist, and they're going to start digging up Sky Collective's archaeology site. All right, let's get cruisers, finally. And then let's also decide on traditions. So we have the combat variable mitigation, which is, well, I spelled that wrong, but close enough. Which is the command limit goes up, which allows me to have more ships in my fleets, and the admirals can level up higher, or overwhelming force, which gives me a ship fire rate and bombardment damage. So, I don't really need to activate this artifact right now, so I'm just going to ignore this activation available, because I'll activate it once I'm attacking the Kreshk Slaughterers, and I'll bombard these Slaughterers with pox, because that's how we do. Well, thanks, Eric, for checking in. Hope you catch up on YouTube in due time. And cheers.
Debris scanned.
All right, let's get the combat variable mitigation that I spelled incorrectly. Oh, you know what? I have two, so I'm going to go overwhelming force as well. Both! Because the Erasian Homeworld gave us so much unity that we got enough to unlock both. Cool. All right, so Kadeth, you hang out at, like, pancake hammers. In fact, just assistant pancake hammers. So at this point, we can have much larger fleets, but there is a bit of a tickle here. There's a bit of an issue, and the issue would be I don't have a lot of naval capacity, so I'm going to add naval capacity. So at Zack the Terror and at Wolf of Deceit, I'm going to add anchorages, and the reason Zack the Terror and Wolf of Deceit is because they're choke points to the Jack Lee Mandate. And then at Solanopsis, I'm going to do the same thing. And at Eras, I will do the same thing there too, once I own it. So the borders to enemy empires will be better protected, more securely protected.
Construction online.
Oh, that's kind of wild. All right, so at Erasier, let's increase the starport too. So that's going to dramatically increase our naval capacity and then allow us to roll out a lot of destroyers in our current fleets, and we can then use that to flex on the enemies. So here is a abandoned Caravaneer ship, and I'll get a constructor out that way eventually. I have a lot of time to do that. And the Bosch Poxitucks just claimed Eras as their own, and then they claimed Polmatbot as their own as well. They want to fight, and they're going to get one. I can assure you that. Fools, yeah. Deeply foolish. The time to next war is... Ooh, it's still a little bit of time with the Kreshk. But it does give me time to sort of build up our empire. And let me speed up time as well. So once my new anchorage stations are set up, and actually of the old anchorage stations, let's increase their size as well. We have the alloys, so why not? In fact, let's buy some more alloys, or manufacture them. Let's see about that. So, do we want a Forge World? I do. I do want a Forge World. It looks like Sky Collective is going to be a heck of a Forge World, so I'm actually going to have Sky Collective's Generator District replaced with an Industrial District, and Sky Collective is going to be our Super Forge World. Yeah, apparently they don't know yet that we have the Pox, and we're absolutely going to drop Pox on them. No doubt. Where's the third dig site? Is there two at Eras? No, there's just the one. Is there two at Sky Collective? Oh yeah, there's two at Sky Collective. Okay. Cool.
New technology discovered.
Disruptors are now done. So Plasma Throwers is another one that I would consider exotic a bit. And I'll research that as a result of the poll that we had, that I do energy-based exotic weapons if possible. This constructor now has constructed everything, so let's have them go to the Caravanseer ship and go out to the ship designer and design us a little disruptor destroyer. So this does... What's interesting about the disruptor is it basically ignores shields and armor and goes straight for hull, but does very, very, very little damage. So it's definitely a strange weapon, to be sure. And I'm going to install an artillery computer so that these ships stand at a distance and try to disrupt without closing in. It's a very strange design. Ooh, intel's fallen on you guys? The Jackleys? Okay, let me build spy network then. Hey, more Sinha. Welcome. Yeah, once I get access to more exotic weapons later on, we'll have a wider range for me to choose from. But at the moment, I don't really have a wide range. Wonder what's going on in the galactic community. I'm not part of the galactic community, so I'll take a second to explain the galactic community. The galactic community would be kind of like the United Nations or something like that, where everybody that is a member has a certain diplomatic weight depending on how strong their empire is and the sort of resolutions that they've passed. So at the moment, the galactic community hasn't passed any resolutions, but they can pass commerce and industry resolutions, politics and culture, environment and technology, defensive and war resolutions. And these resolutions could be something like, you know, your diplomatic weight goes up if you have a large fleet, but also your ships cost more. Stuff like that. Or it could be resolutions like, you know, like your diplomatic weight from having a large populace goes up, but then your workers' political power also goes up. You know, there's a whole bunch of different political things. The thing is, because we are exterminators, we completely opted out of the galactic community because it wouldn't really make sense to join and then just kill them all. you know, we aren't going to be joining them. We're going to be purging them. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and set up a bunch of additional anchorages. And that will allow me to have a larger navy.
Construction online.
Oh, and here's the Eras one. Orbital trash dispersal. So orbital trash dispersal is an interesting little tech that basically allows, it's kind of a joke tech. It is an orbital bombardment stance where you dump trash on the planet to destroy it, but we already have the pox, so I'm going to say I'm not interested.
Construction online.
Yeah, it's literally dropping garbage on a planet from space. It's hilarious, but it's for us entirely unneeded, unnecessary. It would be funny to do garbage and pox, but the thing is, you have to choose one or the other, not both. If I recall correctly. So we just established Jazium, which is awesome. Garbage bags full of pox blankets. Uh-oh. Wait, I have a extra colony ship. Okay, destroy. I didn't mean to. And we're going to start to annex this southern part. But if you look at the world map, I don't know. We have a lot of territory here, and I think if we absorb Jackley Mandate, we won't have so much border gore. We'll have like quite a lot. All right, Sky Collective is becoming our alloys planet. It looks like Honorisu. Oh, so interesting. The Botchtux trading coalition is becoming increasingly spiritualistic. Okay. Honorisu needs a sector here too. So Honorisu, let's give you a governor who will promptly become useless, I'm sure. And now I think all of our planets are in sectors. Yep. Great. Hey, Trustin. Thanks for gifting out some subs. How was your marathon, by the way? I was poking in and out of it. Rename Iras? That is a good call. Let me see. I also have Mask Call here to rename. So, Iras, you are going to be Dennis Keith. Ooh, that is perfect. All right. And then, Kiev, you're going to be yet another. So you're both a scientist and this system. Is there anything else that I missed? Brigatha up here and Abandoned Domain. So Poetic Artist, you're going to be Abandoned Domain, which is a very... Oops, didn't delete enough. Which is a very important L-gate system. Trustin, you're going to be right on the border with the pirates here. So good luck not getting invaded and all. The Marauders don't usually invade. Morsinha, you're going to be this lovely system. And last but not least, Slowplaid. All right, is that all the systems I have to name? I think so.
Construction online. Construction online.
So rigged. Sarah TX, thanks for the follow and welcome to the stream. So the Yoda, let's put more solar panels. I'm not so worried about needing a big old shipyard yet. So we're just going to add a bunch of solar panels here. And 2 new contacts. The Spiritual Seekers that I'm going to say will destroy. And then a bunch of others. So let's investigate the others. 1 and 2. Interesting. This is the Yod aliens. Not quite Yoda, but oddly close. And they are here and here. We are 3 years away from being able to reinvade the Kreshk. And I was told by you all to basically invest in the Empire until we're ready to go back to Kreshk. One thing I did want to do is to get more alloys. So I'm going to do a big sell-off of my minerals, gases, to buy as many alloys as I can. And then let's go ahead and design a destroyer. I'm going to mix up the weapons a little bit. So I'm going to have a blue laser and then or actually let's do a disruptor and then blue lasers. A long-range disruptor. That makes sense. Okay, save that. And let's get some of these manufactured. So there's 2 ways of adding ships to fleets. 2 ways of adding ships to fleets. There is the one where you just build it, you know, where I just build a destroyer and it just gets added to a random fleet. Or alternatively, I can go to the fleet manager. So here's my 3 fleets that I've got, right? So Daedora fleet, I can add a new ship, the Jarhead Boon, and add a new ship, the Jarhead Boon, to the Jackal and Daedora fleets, and then reinforce them. So now both Jackal and Daedora fleets are going to get one of those new destroyer types. For Daedora, I'm actually going to fire her and replace her with a better admiral. But keeping her name. Daedora, the sluggish trait that Daedora got sucks. I don't want my admirals to be sluggish for any reason.
Construction online.
Right. Big old anchorages. So these new anchorages here, I don't have... Wait, why do I have umbilicals? Hang on. No, not service umbilicals. Okay, we fixed it. Should be resource silos. Service umbilicals you have to pay a monthly tax for, and you don't have to if you have the resource silos. They just increase your resource capacity. You're now convinced that Crisis robots are all just serving Yoda Pup? They probably are.
Construction online.
It's a good theory.
Construction online.
All right, we'll say at this point, my naval capacity has just about doubled, so I don't really feel the need to add more anchorages at this moment. I'd rather invest in ships. So about that, let's increase up to 2. And I want to increase the sizes of these fleets equally so that they mirror one another. My colonies, Dark Mastery, might need a housing district, and Honorisu.
Research project concluded.
Ooh, the Secret of the Erasians just got done. I'll read that in a second. Honorisu, you're going to need more mining districts. So, we've successfully managed to integrate the Erasian artifacts into our research process. Their insights into biological research will greatly aid our own. Calculator Frank now has the expertise biology trait. The secrets of the Erasian modifier has been added. Research biology 20% and pop growth speed 5%. It's funny because I'm a robot, so I don't think biology would help me pops grow, but whatever. We'll let it go. So if you take a look here at the benefits I have, here it is, the secret of the Erasians. But the biological research is going to be really, really nice. Also, I'm getting alert noises, but I think my alerts are just like dreadfully lagged. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I can't even get to my dashboard for the alerts. Oh, there it goes. I think. No. Yes. Okay.
New technology discovered.
We got plasma throwers. So let me look at the plasma throwers. The plasma throwers here have a range. Let's look at like medium. They have a range of 60. They don't do a lot of shield damage, but they do really good armor and hull damage. And they do pretty solid damage with decent accuracy. They're pretty good weapons. Next up, we're going to get hyperdrive so that we can move around more quickly when we are attacking. And we're continuing to dig the Sky Collective Prime archaeology site. All right, I am just shuffling some money around. Basically all the money I can to reinforce my fleets. So now Daedora and Jackal fleet are about as big as they're going to get for now, as we prep for war for the Kreshk. And we're sitting on the border of the Kreshk, so we are really ready to go to war pretty soon here.
Comms initiated.
Here we go. Found 2 more empires. We're going to tell both of them that we're going to crush them. Funny enough, they were both spiritual. So I think it was... These guys are evangelizing zealots. These guys are spiritual seekers. So it's really just like robots killing a bunch of spiritualists, it seems. Yep. I love how the game... So the game, like, will random what sort of enemy empires you have, and they definitely randomed that my killer robots kill a bunch of spiritualists. Kill them on like God sort of Mount Kadath. Sounds about right. That is pretty much what we're doing. So Daedora fleet and Jackal fleet are now at about a 1k strength, which is pretty good. And their largest, the enemy's largest fleet is about 800. So our fleets combined are about 3 times the size of their best fleet, which is a really good strength ratio, if you ask me.
Online. Construction online.
Oh, so the Yoda Star shipyard is, yeah, it's all set. I think what I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to add solar. I'm just going to wait.
Research project concluded.
What did that give me? I clicked off that too fast. I don't even know what that gave me. I wasn't looking. Normally it gives you a ship, but in this case it didn't, so I'm not even sure. So the war with the Slaughterers, we can pick back up at 22, it basically January 23rd of next year. So that's pretty soon. That is pretty soon indeed. I can't afford for the curators to aid my research right now. I'm a little strapped for cash. They're asking for 2k. Maybe I can sell off some resources. There we go. Bankrupt myself, you know. And the last tradition is the Great Game. Starbase damage goes up. Defense platform build cost and starbase upgrade cost goes down. This also unlocks an Ascension perk for me. So we're going to have you all vote on Ascension perks. I'm not going to put the whole list down because there's going to be a lot of them. But the Ascension perk, if you are wondering, is immutable. Once you pick it, you can't change it. And they're very, very powerful. So the ones we got here would be Enigmatic Engineering. I'll put down. Now, what Enigmatic Engineering does is it makes it impossible for other nations to break down our ship debris for their own research. I'll put down Technological Ascendancy. Technological Ascendancy increases our research speed by 10% and then makes rare researchers more common. What else is some good ones? I guess we'll put down Master of Nature. Master of Nature allows you to have your planets be a little bit larger, basically utilizing areas that you otherwise wouldn't have. As it says, this is a decision that permanently increases the maximum number of districts a planet can support by 2. And it can be performed once on each planet. That's really powerful if you have like habitats or a lot of planets like I do, but it's not necessarily necessary. And then let's put down Transcendent Learning. Transcendent Learning allows your leaders to level up faster and increases the level cap. And then if you take a look here at what's locked on the horizon, we have got like Machine Worlds, which requires 2 other Ascension perks and Climate Restoration Tech. We have Synthetic Age, which requires 2 other Ascension perks to be selected first. We have Galactic Wonders, which requires Mega Engineering and a fully repaired or upgraded megastructure. Master Builders, which allows you to build megastructures faster. Voidborn, which allows you to build habitats, which is like orbital space stations that you inhabit. Galactic Contender, which increases your damage to Fallen Empires, Awakened Empires, Gate Builders, and more diplomatic weight, which is useless for us. Eternal Vigilance, which is like big old defense platforms. Defender of the Galaxy, which is damage to the endgame crisis, which would make no sense at all given that we are going to be ideally the endgame crisis. Galactic Force Projection, which is more fleet command limit and naval capacity. I've never found that to be all that useful. Colossus Project, which allows us to obliterate planets. It's like a Death Star. And become the Crisis, which we will eventually do, but it does require 2 other Ascension perks to be selected first. So I just wanted to let you know what's on the horizon. So there you go. The tradition I pick will be up to that way. Up to you over there. Just wanted to spell it all out for you. And in about a half a year, we'll be back at war with the Crushed Slaughterers, and I don't suspect that they will be able to resist our incursions. I think that they're going to get crushed really fast. Do some colony inspections, making sure that everybody has work and like. I think Jim Bob, I'm gonna put uplink nodes on you too, just like Dark. No, maybe I don't need to. Dark Mastery just grew, so let's take that uplink node back. And on our home planet, we're running out of jobs, but not quite yet, so I'm not going to expand on it. Governor has the Bulldozer trait. That's a good trait. That allows you to clear blockers more inexpensively. So that means at Anarisu, I can clear the blockers, which there are none. Oh, good. Nothing like giving me a benefit that doesn't actually benefit me. I love it. I'm going to hide the sector map mode. I don't need to be staring at it all the time. So Technological Ascendancy is very clearly the winner here. Let me grab that. Boom. And what that does is if you take a look at the research here, I get a blanket 10% now. The Technological Ascendancy is the second from the bottom. Cool. Okay, it is 3 days past due. The border closed would be an indicator of that I'm able to go to war with the Kreshk again. And without further ado, we're going to end threat containment.
We will obliterate their ignorance.
We will obliterate their ignorance. I like it. And the first thing I'm going to do is get Ava, whatever that place is called, because they stole it from me. They stole it out from under me, and that was really lame. And my transport fleet should follow around Jackal. I don't really care if they follow. So we're at war again. And the goal here is to be absorbing all of their territory before I defeat them. And then to purge them. Turn them into energy credits. Like you do.
Construction online.
All right, here at Nibbles, I'm going to create another starport. The other Nibbles, one of the Nibbles. So this system has fallen. Time for me to go to PolMapBot, and then where's my constructors? You go build here. Switch the governor with the dozer trait out to the relic world. That would be a really good idea. So let's do that. In order to do that, we go to the Sky Collective. We switch this bulldozer, then go out to Anarisu and assign the other one. And then Sky Collective will have a governor that can clear blockers more cheaply, which relic worlds are full of tile blockers. All right, so Daedora, you're going to be temporarily captured, and then we'll get you back. I don't have fleets that deep in order to keep you from being captured. Not yet. Now, looking at my energy credits, because my fleet is large and on the move, and Sky Collective, thanks for gifting out yet another sub.
We have conquered another world.
Yeah, let's go to Battle Red mode. Conquered another world, did we? Yeah, Jazium. Jazium just got built. Machine assembly plants. Give me a new song. Oh. Alright, we're at war. We'll have battle lights. Alright, I think I'm gonna go... My fleets are a little damaged, but I'm going to go straight up the middle to Darsaber and capture Darsaber again.
Technology discovered.
We just got the societal tech of autonomous agents for influence and envoys. So we have up to 3 envoys now. None of them are being used at the moment, and I should do that. And then we also unlocked cruiser tech, which is awesome. So soon I'll be raffling off who gets cruisers named after them. The next tech I'm going to have Frank unlock is just reinvesting, basically more societal research out of societal researchers, which Frank here does insanely fast because he also has an expertise of biology. So I have an 88% increased speed to that, which is insane. And then for engineering tech, let's see. We have almost all of plasteel armor already researched, so let's just get the rest of it.
New technology
and it's
discovered.
done. And then we're going to get Crystal Mines, which is the last of the, what I would consider the tier 1 or tier 2 resources. We already have volatile motes and exotic gases, so the rare crystals will be the final one. Thank you for tuning in to Stellaris Nemesis, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of Stellaris Nemesis, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. I stream Stellaris Nemesis on Tuesday nights on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keeping in mind that the YouTube airings of Stellaris Nemesis does lag behind the live streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode, or perhaps an upcoming stream. Farewell.